Hello and welcome to I Think We're Friends. I am joined today with my co-host Penguin.
Hello, good morrow, good
Because
evening, whatever it is.
Il is no longer with us, sadly. Second episode without him. We miss him dearly.
He's
Anyway,
not dead. You worded that like he was dead. He's not.
he's not dead. Anyway, there isn't a lot going on in the gaming industry right now.
Honestly, it's been quite tame with a couple things. Uh, but yeah.
But we felt like we needed to give you guys something, you know?
All right.
But there
Let's
is
give him
something
something.
but there is something related to gaming that has a bit of controversy to it that happened earlier this week. So for those who don't know, there is a popular fuck. This is like a bit of everything, eh? Gamer, streamer, content creator, all the above. You could fucking really say. Nadeshot or Matthew Hag, whatever floats your boat with it. He owns 100 Thieves, a gaming organization, and he used to be the CEO of it. And there's a difference between an owner and a CEO. The owner just owns it. The owner owns the company, and obviously has shares and everything in it. You know, the CEO is what handles all the operations and has day to day insights of the whole company, or whatever, and makes all the executive decisions and whatever. It has the executive in the role, obviously. Like it makes sense. Anyway, everything that happened before Nate Shot wasn't CEO was was made by him, and I don't know how long he hasn't been CEO for, but the decisions made by the company were not made by him. And that's where a lot of people didn't know this and went at him. The gaming industry has faced a lot of layoffs recently. And 100 Thieves is not, what's the word? 100 Thieves is not free to this. Like, it still happened to them. They still got affected by it. There were some pretty popular names mentioned in the layoffs, and people were not happy about it. More confused. But what was Nature doing? Oh my god. But what was Nature doing during this time? He was in Mexico, gambling.
As one was.
And the reason why he was gambling is because he took a gambling deal or gambling sponsorship from a company named Rubet. And we all know what the gambling shit's like. Don't gamble, kids. It will never end well. Anyway, uh, he went to Mexico, but it was planned way in advance before any of the layoffs happened. He had no idea about these layoffs, even though it's his company or whatever. But he was not notified about this. So when he found out, obviously he wasn't happy about it and whatever. But what can you do? It happens. So he came out and addressed everything, and when he took the gambling deal, I don't know if it was an easy decision or not, but prior to that deal, he was opening CS cases on Twitch or just the streaming platform in general, and I guess he had fun doing it. I don't know, but the viewership was good and people enjoyed it. But he obviously spent a lot of money, and with gambling, um, it's a gamble if you get something good or not. And with CS cases, the best thing to get is like a gold. And he did not get lucky with that many golds, and he opened a lot of cases. He spent probably over 100K in it with his own money, easy.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
he
dude. I like what you said there. That was a good joke. I'm just saying. Sorry.
what
I was
what
reiterating.
what?
You're like, it's a gamble.
Yeah,
Love it.
I was gonna say it again, but knew how to reword it, so I just redid it anyway. Um, I do not condone gambling in the slightest. But if you're being paid to gamble, what's the fucking harm in it, you know?
True.
What I don't understand is people are coming at Nature's neck like as if he's fucking robbed somebody, you know? Like is it like telling him he's a sellout for taking this whole gambling shit? Like people got he's got a family to feed, bro. Like it's not like he's spending his own money. He's being paid by a company to gamble to come to gamble to gamble the company's money. I'm pretty sure that's how it works anyway. So he's not using any of his actual money, and it's great entertainment, to be honest with you. Um, the main point people use is audience, like the audience age. Nadeshot does not have it. Nadeshot does not have a kids audience. Maybe 10 years ago, but we all grew up on his content, so that point doesn't apply here anymore. He even talked about his analytics. He doesn't have any kids watching him. Now, there was a similar controversy with Jake Paul like years ago. It was okay to attack him for it because he had a kid's audience and that's predatory behavior, which is fine. Like, fuck him for that because sellout. Like, yeah, that's fine. But with Nadeshot's situation, it doesn't make sense because he doesn't have a kid's audience. And when you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. So if you're gambling, that's kind of your own fault. If you're gambling because of another influencer who doesn't know you, that's your own problem and not his. So if you're mad about that, that's probably on your own like experience. Just watch. Don't gamble because they're doing it. That's fucking stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, typically, most of the time, kids will just imitate everything that they see. But he didn't. From what I was looking at, his content didn't seem geared towards like kids, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
If you know what you're going for, then you'll know. Then you'll know what you're attracting. Because obviously that's what
Yeah,
you want to make your content around. If you're attracting a certain audience, you're gonna make that content around that certain audience. I've always said I don't want a kids audience, and I've kind of geared my content around that, and my analytics seem to prove that I've done it right. So it's really not that hard. You gear your content towards who you want to attract, and Nature knows his
yeah,
audience. And that's another thing. That's another thing that people who are non-streamers and whatever, like who aren't in this industry, don't understand. But like the way these brand deals work is, you don't just accept it straight away when they approach you. You think about it. You be smart about it. You look at your analytics. You think about, is this worth it? Is this gonna be smart for me? Because you don't want to take, if you're a kids channel and a gambling company comes to you, you're not just gonna say yeah I'll take it, because why the fuck would you promote gambling to kids who don't even know what fucking money is? That's stupid. Jake Paul
very right.
saw Jake
Very true.
Paul Jake Paul saw every opportunity he could to take advantage of it, but we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, eyes over boxing old people.
Like I do like getting off topic for a second here. I do respect that he's trying to get more fighter pay, but can we just fight an actual boxer, please? Anyway, back to the original point I'm trying to make here. Um,
If he's all I'm gonna add onto that is if he's really about the boxing life, then be about the boxing life, you know. But it's more about the profit, the gain. Uh, obviously for those types of people. But I don't know. I feel like if he's was really in it, because he does say that a lot, like, oh, I'm just in it for like the boxing. I wanna, box. I want to be the best. Blah blah blah. I get it's probably just all part of the character of Jake Paul, but uh, I know. I don't know. It just if you're gonna be about something like that, then be about it and just let stuff kind of roll into it and like actually go do some actual boxing. Like, with actual boxing sanctioned fights, if that makes sense. Like more of a professional sense, try to get into that instead of trying to punch old guys that are out of their primes or whatever. That's all I'm saying.
that was
Continue.
damn. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I guess that's the conversation for another day. Well, not really, because we talked about it so many times. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is, who gives a fuck if Nate Short takes a fucking gambling deal? You're all adults. Grow up.
True.
He's trying to support his family from being down bad in open cases from his own accord. Of course, he's gonna do what's best for his family and shit. And the best part is, his wife booked all these trips, so he's got more gambling trips coming up in the next few months, all because of his wife. All I'm gonna say is W fucking wife, bro. Anyway, like
W1.
that's the kind of support that a man needs in his life.
You're gambling, Bart. I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
But no, yeah.
that's all I have to say about it. You got anything to add on, even though you know nothing about it?
I I don't know. Uh, if you're a grown man, you can kind of do what you need to do. Like you said, if you're a grown adult, you can do gambling, especially because like I said, his content doesn't seem geared towards kids or whatever. It's more for mature 18 plus audiences, so have at it. Have
Yeah,
at thee.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, that's everything I wanted to say about it. There really wasn't a lot to say about it. It's just people being dumb as per usual. Anyway.
Like
Yeah.
always, dude.
I guess we can move on to the next topic. What it's not really an ITWF episode if we don't speak about COD even a tiny bit, eh? It's been the dead horse, but I feel like this news somehow needs
Beating a
somewhat.
dead horse. That
Yeah.
shit is already in the grave. We've opened the fucking coffin 18 different times, jumped inside, and started fucking sludge hammering the fucking horse while it's decomposing.
Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, some pretty big
But yes,
news did hit. Paramount signed the deal with COD to make a movie. Now, something else that I found out about this, which is very bizarre and insane, and a very much missed opportunity here, is that Steven Spielberg, one of the most famous and notorious filmmakers in the world, loves COD. Like, loves it. I don't know. He pitched his idea to Activision, and I don't know what spooked them, but they said no. They told him to fuck off, and then next thing you know, they're working with Paramount. Like, how do you go from the highest echelon of filmmakers in the industry that wants to work with you to the lowest echelon of filmmakers in the industry that wants to work with you? Like, what are we doing here, man?
yeah, I don't know. Like literally, Steven Spielberg would probably give us some of the justice that it deserves, especially if he actually knows like kind of the game, I always hate when studios will get attached to something like a video game and they just don't know what the fuck it is actually. Like if they've never sat down and played it, maybe they've seen something on it, but they just don't have like kind of the full grasp of the game, of the IP, and they'll just completely go off their rails. Halo TV series? Anyone? Uh uh honestly, side note, I'm not gonna go into a big tangent, but like honestly, some of the stuff in that show was pretty okay. I liked all the armor and stuff, which obviously it's still technically that's run by Paramount as well, by the way. Uh, the Halo series, so it's still technically on topic. Uh, but yeah, no, like I think definitely Steven Spielberg, if he was really interested in doing it, that they should have gave it to him. Like, what about allowing him and Paramount to work together to kind of make it, But
Honestly,
missed opportunity.
that could have been a good partnership. But yeah, missed opportunity. Who knows what they're gonna do with it? But I just hope that
Honestly,
it's.
I don't really think Call of Duty is like one of those things where you'll like I don't think you'll not get it right because it's just a shooty action military movie, maybe a little bit more spectacleized or whatever. You'll probably see some familiar faces in there, but if they go that route and just not completely just do an original story, but that'd be kind of cool if they adapted the actual games, but they probably won't. They'll probably just do some weird gas shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and there's certain they've released some dog shit games the past few years, so there's certain storylines I don't want to see. I suppose.
Honestly, like uh MW Modern Warfare 19, that shit's a movie itself. That was glorious. I wish we could go back to those times.
It was okay. Um,
I loved it. It was I thought it was probably the best kind of like reboot slash modern telling of the game or whatever. So I
yeah,
don't
and
know.
that was
Like I
probably
thought I
that
thought
was
MK19 was the best out of all the current games that we've had. I'm just saying.
and that was
But then again, I'm more into the campaigns than the actual multiplayer aspect. But hey,
Yeah, and that was probably the last like decent COD that released too. Everything else has been utter trash. But I want to see a Black Ops 2 movie storyline thing or something of the OG
I would,
Modern Warfare. You know, none of this bullshit modern era shit. Like I'll probably watch it, but if
no, no, no,
it's
no. Like I'm saying, like I definitely think they should not touch the reboot stuff. They should definitely kind of not remaster, but retouch on the older Call of Duties and kind of work their way up into until like Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 around there, and then just stop. But they probably will. We'll probably get like a Fast and Furious level Call of Duty franchise if
oh
it goes well,
bro, Fast and
where
Furious
you just
lost.
want it to get end.
Fast and Furious
Like
lost. Oh my god, bro.
what? What are you trying to say?
It's just it went from peak to outright dog shit. I didn't even finish the series. I stopped at like 10 or 11, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't do this
That's
fucking
it.
shit anymore,
We're
bro.
we're on 11. We're on 11 right now. We're still waiting on part two. I think part one released in like 2021 or some shit.
And
20
that's
or
another thing.
2022, 2023.
That's another thing. Why are you doing it in parts? Like Netflix is pissing me off because they're doing certain shows in parts. Like you're ruining it. Just fucking let it be, man. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah,
So
like
some people just make stupid business decisions and fucking anyway. I'm not like rich and successful like them or whatever. So what do I know? But you know,
no, you're a passionate fan that kind of wants stuff to go back to not like like I'm saying like things can move forward, things can progress, things can do what they need to do, but if they don't ever kind of stay true to the character while they are the characters in the story itself, and they just kind of go off the rails and just go super unhinged and do stuff like the character would never fucking do or do something where the story will never fucking do, then that's where it loses your kind of grasp on like the actual IP. And like I said, you're a passionate fan that wants this shit to be good. Make good shit. Actually get feedback from your people, your fans. See what the fans want you to make or whatever, what they want you to produce. But then again, like I said, you could have kind of your own vision in mind, but still listen to that feedback to make your stuff better, to make it flow, to make it actually like garner the attention of the people, you know?
take take notes, Activision. Anyway,
Take fucking make me a Battlefield game or
um,
movie or whatever.
I don't mind if they do episodes that release weekly, but like doing a chunk and then releasing another chunk later and then doing the final thing at another date is just like, what are we doing here? Like, whose stupid idea was this like a green like that got fucking approved? Like, what are we doing here, man? I hate it. Like, it grinds my gears so much when people in suits do make decisions purely for the money and not for like the industry. Like, it's why corporate gaming like never works. COD is dead.
Huh.
Um, Halo is dead. Um, FIFA's dead. NBA's dead. Like fucking anything EA related is dead. Battlefield 6 is not released every year, so that's okay. But yeah, everything corporate related is never good, and that's why the shit dies so quick because they never listen to people and they think they know what's best when like only because the money's coming in. So they just keep producing the same slop because why change it up if the money's still coming in, right? Like I see the
Uh,
mindset, but like you're like um I guess when they figure out where the money's coming from, like they just keep doubling down on it until and then just milk it until it's gone. Because COD is losing a lot of players. There's quite a few franchises losing a lot of players. 2K is getting better. It seems like the new game 2K26 seems like it's okay. I don't know if that's the cycle, but I've heard good things. And yeah, but my opinion for now, and probably until things change, is that corporate gaming is the worst thing to ever happen in the history of this fucking industry.
Yeah, like I said, then again, to continue to beat that dead horse. Uh, but I don't know, like the state of games in general, it's hasn't been good for a long time. Like typically the indie devs kind of know how to kind of work it best because they're not backed by thousands of people, thousands of dollars. You know what I'm trying to say. Like if they're not backed by this stupid fucking industry of being a AAA game or whatever, they're just trying to make something because they're passionate about it, and typically that works a lot better than a fucking trash AAA game that has no fucking soul. It's just there to take your fucking money, hit you with so many fucking microtransactions that you're bleeding. You're
Yeah.
bleeding out of your rectum. Sorry. But no, like uh on a note of similar topic, Ubisoft, I'm pretty sure, has said something about how microtransactions make the game better, make the game more fun, make the game more enjoyable.
They're just going fucking broke, bro. Like remember Skull and Bones? Oh, that shit never fucking came out.
Dude, I'm not gonna I try I thought it came out. Like I have it downloaded in my games section.
I think it went to
I think
beta. I
I,
think it went to
I
beta. It never came out. Hold up.
because I have that shit in my games folder, and I never touched it because it just looked kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh,
Oh no, it did.
but
It came out over a year ago. Never mind.
well, then that just proves your point further. Uh, but like I said, I just think they need to take a step back and look at why they're not fucking making any more money or making enough, nearly as much money as they were once making. It's because now they're Titan giants in the industry and they got to make everything crazy, blah 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 blah. So
Honestly, killing X Defiant was Ubisoft's downfall.
like I feel like if they kind of doubled down and actually reinforced that game more and actually invested in it more, they could have had something pretty good that could have rivaled COD, because I thought it was a little better than COD because like I
It
said,
was
I like ability based shooters
it
uh
was
more
definitely
uh,
it was definitely a better game than COD. People just complained because it had no skill based matchmaking. And you know what you know what COD does to people. They get into this bracket, and then people get used to playing people of their own skill, and just get complacent with the people they're playing instead of like having an even playing field where everyone plays everyone. It's like who you get like just like you're not every game isn't gonna be fucking sweaty, or maybe if it is, it's gonna be on both teams, so it's even. Like, get over yourself, bro. It's a fucking game. Like, yeah, you wanna have fun, but it's only one game. Just chill the fuck out. Skill based
hmm.
matchmaking ruins it ruins everything. To be honest, like COD's only really bad because it's very 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 fucking strict. Like you win one game, you're put into lobbies with like COD champions, bro. Like you have to play bad like multiple games in a row to be put in like the lower bracket lobbies. And then when you have one good game, you're back to square one. You just can't fucking win. Every other game, I believe Siege has skill based matchmaking, but it's like
It does.
very
It
very
does.
but it's extremely loose, so it's
It's
not so bad.
it's so to speak on that. Sieges fucking matchmaking is I'm sorry, it's fucking dog shit. Like I think we've talked about it before, but like I think they should go back to the way they used to do ranked instead of how they do it now because I feel like doing placement matches was a lot better than having to grind your way up. And because when you have to grind your way up, you just never sometimes people just I don't know, like it doesn't feel as rewarding to me as being placed and then still fighting your way up or you drop, if that makes sense. But and then also because of that, when you get placed, it actually puts you in the rank you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, not like there's 8 fucking layers of being a hidden MMR, secretly a fucking platinum, but you're placed in fucking gold or whatever. I fucking hate that shit. And I also hate when you're fucking going against people that are clearly fucking champions or emeralds and in silver or gold lobbies or you're silver or gold or whatever, and you're just placed in these fucking gas fucking matches. I'm sorry.
my
I don't know. I
opinion.
just fucking hate that shit, dude.
That's valid. My opinion on the whole skill based matchmaking thing is, don't have it in public matches, only ranked. That's my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
having it in pubs ruins the experience. Having it in ranked is good because it's ranked. It's meant to be there for a reason. But having it in public matches makes it feel like another fucking version of ranked. Like, I shouldn't have to play COD like it's ranked. I should just play to like enjoy the game.
Mhm. For real. Like I don't know. Like uh, I think with a game like Siege, I think with it, like obviously you can play it casually, but I heard something from like a content creator a while ago about how it is it's a game where you could play it casually, but it's like also a game that you can play. It's a little bit more geared to being competitive. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, like it's probably one of the more rare styles of tactical shooter out there. And there's not really anybody in the space that's really making them get better at it because they're kind of just lockjawed in this area, you know. This
Mm-hmm.
area where they're kind of in like I said, they're in like a stalemate where they're kind of in an incline, but they're kind of going back to a fucking decline, and they're going back up into like they're teetering
Yeah, yeah,
between
yeah.
those. Like sometimes their numbers will grow a little bit more than they want, and then sometimes their numbers will go fucking where they don't want it, and then they'll level out. Blah blah blah. That's Siege. That's how Siege has been for like the past fucking 3 years. But
Yep.
I don't know. Like
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
Oh no.
think
Wait.
on that topic because I have
Mm-hmm.
also been wanting to say it. I think there should be somebody to come out with a fucking tactical, shooter that makes Siege kind of think more,
Yeah.
about what they want to do because like I think we've talked about it before. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but I know we've talked about it offline where uh com- like competitiveness against with games breeds success. That breeds that determination, that drive to kind of get better. Uh But yeah, and which I'll get into that here in a second. I know you wanted to finish out some statements, so
Thanks. Um, what I was gonna say was, Siege is more competitive than COD will ever be. It just has the element to it that's way more competitive than fucking COD, and I would die on that fucking hill, bro. It might be
dude,
biased.
I'm up there.
It might be
No,
biased.
I'm up there.
It might be biased because I love Siege, but like the COD just doesn't feel like it has that much competitive nature to it. It's just weird. I don't know. There's a competitive aspect to it, but when like when you win, it doesn't feel like you've won. Like, it doesn't. Like, I get it, but Siege feels so much more rewarding when you win. It's, I don't know.
I think it's because in Siege, typically in most game modes, the majority of them, you have one life, and you got to play that life to however you can to kind of win the match, or you get into that situation where it's a fucking 1v4 and somehow you just manage to fucking clutch it out or something, and I feel like
Yeah,
that's a lot more rewarding
and
than you die, you respawn, you die, you respawn, you
that's
die, you respawn, you
that's something
die, you
I
respawn.
that's something I actually forgot about, the one life in Siege, and that again proves my point to why Siege will always be more competitive than fucking COD.
But then again, like you do have the battle royale aspect of COD, but we've already beat that dead horse as well. There's so many fucking dead horses. They're fucking lining the goddamn fucking sidewalk. There's like 800 of them, dude. It's
I
crazy.
mean, see,
Gotta watch where you're stepping out here, dude.
Warzone isn't too bad, but like they've just ruined it. They've just completely fucking killed it, bro. Like, I feel bad for Raven. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but ever since the main guy left, it's just been fucking. That's probably why he left, because the
downhill.
game was just fucking dog shit, bro. Like the game just doesn't look like it's gonna be getting any better anytime soon. And with Battlefield 6 coming out, and actually, I just realized, Battlefield 6 dropped Battle Royale news. From what I know,
Hmm.
the circle is, well, I think the circle's gas. I don't know, but either way, the way they've designed the circle mechanic is if the circle touches you, you're fucking dead. That's how they're gonna do it.
That's great. That's crazy. Like I'm not against battle royales. I think some battle royales are pretty cool. Like I think it's just like it's that genre thing that's been around. It's been around for a minute, but like it never really obviously took flight until like Fortnite and PUBG. Well, PUBG, then Fortnite, and then Fortnite kind of took it to a whole new fucking level. And now it's like one of the biggest game modes that you can implement into like a game, you know. But
I think
I
battle
don't know,
royales are
like
just stale at the moment. There's nothing new happening
yeah, I
until Battlefield 6
there's not
comes out, but yeah.
they need something to kind of keep it like fresh, competitive, or something. Like they got to figure out a new way to kind of approach it. And like I said, I think Battlefield 6, like I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to have a battle royale, but I don't know. Like I think only time will tell, and
It
well,
feels
if we
like
get more news and
it
on
feels
it, then
like
we'll see.
It feels like the new standard for a AAA game is to have a battle royale included, or it just won't work, which is the dumbest thing ever. And I hate that it's changed to that, but that's where we're at right now, and that's fucking stupid. But honestly, I like that they've kind of innovated themselves and made it a more unique fucking battle royale instead of the classic like, oh, you died like, last one alive. Obviously, like that's the standard, like the last one alive, but the whole like, overdone, dying of gas or whatever. But because it's Battlefield, it has its own spin to it, which I like, and COD obviously does their own thing. But I don't,
Yeah, I
I
think
I feel like every battle royale, should be tailored to how that game works at least, or at least have their own spin on it. That's how it should
for
work,
real.
not fucking, the same shit that works. Like, who gives a fuck, bro? Do your own thing. We want uniqueness in the industry. That's how you excel and get people talking. Like, you don't like one thing, jump to the other.
I'm just very interested to see how they do the mechanics and uh BO6 not BO6 BF6 fuck that game. No, BF6 to see what they do if they are actually, thinking about implementing a battle royale. I think that would be pretty interesting, but then again, like I said, I'm not really into the battle royales in general, but maybe I'll give it a try. I gave their original their original attempt at doing a battle royale, like it was called like what, like Firewatch or Firestorm or some shit. Uh
Yeah.
if you ever, or Battlefield 5, horrible game. Uh
I
And then that's another thing I wanted to add. The Battlefield Labs or whatever is such a beautiful idea. More games should implement something like that so that they can actually get proper feedback and keep the game growing and progressing from actual fans who are passionate about your game and want these certain changes, and you kind of need to follow through on those. And I think Battlefield 6 has done that. And I think they're doing a really good job, and I think they're gonna definitely skyrocket and take the fucking industry of run and gun FPS shooters or tactical FPS shooters to like a whole new level, because I feel like BFs can like kind of fit both categories, because you still got to have that tactical mindset of like how am I going to make this fucking play, because like that shit is like a straight up fucking war simulator. It's fucking one of the best experiences ever. Like their sound design is immaculate, dude. Oh my
I'm
god.
glad you enjoyed it. I really hope Battlefield 6 takes off and becomes successful, because I wanted to obliterate COD. Like, obviously, with the pre-orders, COD eventually overtook Battlefield, but that was bound to happen. Release day and, like, numbers and shit will be the primary source. I honestly, I want Battlefield 6 to completely fucking, like, bitch COD, but, like, if we're being completely real, I think the COD fans are too mindless and like brain rotted, and like maybe they'll try Battlefield, but I think they're gonna be too used to the COD shit and like too victimized by the skill based matchmaking system that they're gonna get bored and get rid of Battlefield 6 pretty quickly and jump back to COD. And then we're going to be at fucking square one. So it's going to be fantastic. That's my opinion because that's usually how the game industry goes with these stupid work people. But I guess we'll find out. Battlefield 6 releases next month. So time will tell.
This game needs Battle Royale. This game needs Battle
Actually,
Pass.
actually,
This game needs skill-based matchmaking.
actually,
All the streamers.
Battlefield
All the
6
streamers.
Battlefield 6 releases next month and the new COD releases the month after. But there were rumors among the grapevine that COD were considering uh releasing the title earlier. So it's just like you guys are like really scared, eh?
I hope they are. Fuck that game. They need to fucking learn their fucking place now.
The
Now
thing
there's a new
is,
big dog on campus, and they need to become the bigger dog and not release a game every fucking year. I want to fucking grind my game like fucking BO2 or something. You know,
yeah,
like give it 2 years.
I miss the
Give it 2 or
fucking
3 years.
I miss the days of Black Ops 2. Anyway, the thing is, Activision's like stock and whatever like isn't tanking or whatever. It's just a case of they're not number one like they normally are, so they're scrambling.
Dude, I I saw their like we talked about it, but I think it was just hilarious. Of like their trailer got like dislike bombed or
Oh,
whatever. People in the
bro,
comments are like,
I've got something to say
comments are
after
like,
this.
they're like, they're like, let's go. No, this makes me want to pre-order Battlefield 6
Yeah,
or
same.
crazy shit like that in the comments. And then I've seen it in like ads that I've seen of Call of Duty. People in the comments saying, "Oh, this makes me want to buy BF6 more." You know, it's great.
So something that I've noticed, and COD League actually pointed this out. I didn't really care too much, but the fact that he pointed it out was hilarious. COD released two different Black Ops 7 trailers, and when the
Mhm.
first one released, it got like 10 million or more in like just like 6 hours or more. And at that point, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? How does it have that many? Like, how many people care that fucking much, bro? I don't think people are that in tune with it. But anyway, I was talking to a friend about it. I'm like, something seems off. Obviously, it's paid promo, but it's just weird that they paid for it like that. Anyway, they have their trailer, and then well, is it the direct trailer? I don't know. The trailer from the event, and then the actual trailer itself. Both of them have 40 million views, across both. So it's pretty much 100 million views combined across both trailers. No one gave a fuck about the trailers. And then they released a direct, like a Black Ops 7 direct, talking about everything that's in the game, all the good shit that's barely broken 500k views. That's got like 300k or 200k or some shit. Very baby numbers compared to the numbers that they have for the trailers, but it's like your marketing budget is going in the wrong areas, bro. Like usually their trailers, like they usually know how to make good trailers, but this year they actually dropped the ball on the trailers and made some of the worst trailers I've ever seen in my damn life. Like I've never wanted to not play a game more in my entire life.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I said, I played BO6. I thought it was okay-ish, you know, but then I don't know, I just got bored of it after I got my first like gold camo. I just stopped fucking playing. B BO7 is probably gonna I'm probably not gonna ever fucking touch that shit, even though it has uh one of my favorite actors up in there. Not I
Bro,
forget his name.
I
I know
fucking
it's like he's the main character. Like I've watched a show with him in it, and I was like, oh my god, this dude's fucking he can act, and they're kind of wasting it.
hmm.
So I don't know.
I put myself through the pain of going through Dark Matter on Black Ops 6 with the particular skill based matchmaking. I got it done and I never touched COD again. I was gonna do the zombies grind, but I'm like, nah, I can't be bothered. And then the whole Warzone grind, like, yeah, good luck with that, buddy. I mean, people obviously did it, but I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. And obviously, BO7 has their, like, they're gonna have their own mastery camos from now on, but Like fucking hell, bro. Like I'm a completionist. Well, at least I try to be. But yeah, like I usually I didn't have to do it because I didn't start it, but because I usually do the multiplayer ones as like tradition, I just did it. And zombies was gonna be a long boring grind, and I was not here for it. Same with fucking Warzone. But anyway, I don't know. I had another point I wanted to bring up. When I said the battery as a stale and stuff. Uh, this whole platinum stuff, like the whole trophy hunting. I don't think that will ever get stale because each game has their own like genre and niche and whatever. Each game has their own trophies and what you need to do in order to get them. There's different ways. There's different ways to get these trophies and like they're all tailored to how the game is. So it's not all the
Uh-huh.
same. It's not like all the same, you know. So I feel like trophy hunting and platinums will never get stale because there's always something different to do and it like keeps it fresh in my opinion. It could change over the next few years depending on how things go, but for now, like just getting into things, like there's so much like different things that they can do within these fucking games and trophy hunting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we'll definitely have to keep our eye on that. So in the gaming related news, in my sort of side of the fucking ballpark or whatever, Marvel Rivals season 4, I'm pretty sure released today, around like 4 a.m. or it releases sometime today for Americans. Uh, so that's gonna be cool. I've been like with Marvel Rivals, like it's like one of those games where I'll play for a bit of the season, and then I'll just sort of just stop and go do some other shit. And then once I see the new heroes coming out, like the new people coming into the game, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll come back, and then I just rinse and repeat almost every season, and it's amazing. But uh, with uh with Marvel Rivals, we get a new Vanguard, uh, named Angela. She is the first child, the firstborn of Odin, in Norse mythology and Marvel, but she's the firstborn, uh, and that's going to be pretty cool. Like she has a really good like moveset, and I think she's gonna fucking change the fucking meta because she's a flying fucking tank. So she has like 550 fucking HP, and she's like flying at you. If you've ever played Overwatch, if you know who Reinhardt is, she's kind of like a flying Reinhardt. It's great. It's crazy. So we'll see how that goes today. Uh, any thoughts?
I don't play the game. I've never really been into hero shooters like that. Like I played Overwatch years ago when I was younger with some friends, but I just can never really.
I, s- I still think I still think it's your cup of tea, and I want you to kind of I don't know like I think you would really enjoy it because you're very fucking competitive, and that game gets pretty competitive, and I think you could go in there and tear it up. That's all I'm saying. I think you go in there and tear it up.
Maybe I'm just dog shit.
But
Probably why I don't enjoy it as much as people say I should be.
I don't know, like I do really think you if you it's like I think if you put your mind to it, I'm specifically saying that you could probably fucking figure that shit out if you actually gave it some time, gave it some energy, gave it a little bit of thought. And I think you would get in there and just like I said, tear it up.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe. I did like playing as Black Panther and Marvel Rivals. That was pretty fun.
like I'm saying, we for gaming video, we should go up in there and for I think we're gaming that we haven't posted on for like 3 months or 2 months or whatever.
Yeah, we've been trying to
We
get
should
on
go back
that.
in there. And now that it's just me and you, we could just I don't know, we could run some Marvel Rivals. We could see. We could get into it. I'm just saying. Give it another shot. See what we can do. Especially with the new season. Uh
I'll
so
think
yeah,
about it.
like and see how it's kind of changed from your point of view from the fucking 3 or 4 months ago that you played it.
I don't even remember
Uh
the last time I played Marvel Rivals. I've spent at least a year.
yeah, it's like I said, the game's only been out for like I don't know, like 8 months, I think. Uh,
Wait, my Steam will tell
since
me the last time I played it. When did I last play it?
because it dropped in like December of 2024.
January. So
So yeah, so like it's been out for, it's honestly, like I said, it's a fresh game that's been out, you know.
it's honestly a good game. Like
Anyway,
I can't hate on it. I just don't think hero shooters are for me. But
like I said, I'm saying we should give it a try.
I don't know.
We should give it a
And
try, get up
I'm
in
down
there.
for it. I'm down for it.
And then with that, they do mid seasons, so it'd be like season 4.5. We're gonna be getting Daredevil, which I'm very excited for that because he's like one of my favorite all time Marvel characters. And typically Daredevil doesn't get a lot of love in the game space, you know. So I'm just glad to see him actually being in there because honestly, I love Spider-Man, but I think Daredevil could be a contender for like a Batman, like an Arkham Batman. Like he could compare decently well to a Batman Arkham style game, you know. Uh, but that's I just can't wait for that. And with Marvel Rivals, they could literally just pump out endless characters because they got thousands. They have access to every single fucking Marvel character ever, and they're also able and allowed to create their own characters for the game too, is what Marvel told them. And that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. So
Okay.
they don't. I don't think they're gonna be running out of characters or ideas soon. I think so, and they apparently already have like this year and next year already prepped out or planned out or whatever. So we'll see.
I mean, that's kind of how things should be though. Like you have a lot of shit planned out for like a while, so that you keep things moving.
Very true. Very true. And like obviously the game is not like, the game does have its ups and downs, like as every game does, but with it, there's been a lot of talks and craziness about like, I forget what it's called, but I think it's like they're called EOMM or whatever, demons or
Oh
some shit,
yeah, yeah,
where
and
they're plants or something in the game.
engage in
I don't know.
optimized matchmaking.
And I don't know, like I guess you there I don't know, like I don't say there's like shit like that fully in the game, but you know, who fully knows. Like with Marvel Rivals, there's like a weird thing where how they also kind of keep you hooked is they'll make you like lose. Not like they won't make you, they'll just put you in lobbies where people are a little bit more not touch grass. You know what I mean? They don't touch grass. Uh type of lobbies, and then you'll lose like 7 games in a row, and then they'll put you in a game where these people are just baby players that just started the game or whatever. But then again, it just kind of depends. But yeah, so there's been talks about that, but like you can kind of tell there's some times where you can see some people that are definitely probably bots. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, most of these big games I think already kind of do that. You know, Fortnite does it. Uh, what else? I think Call of Duty does it too, right?
Yeah,
In Warzone.
it's pretty fucking sad to be honest, but it is what it is. What it is.
But
It's to make the casuals feel like they have a chance. I guess it's really
yeah.
fucking scummy.
But with that, like I don't know. Honestly, those fucking sometimes those bots can get crazy. But anyways,
Do you
I don't know,
wanna?
like
Are you? Thought you were done with the whole conversation. Anyway, go continue.
I'm dropping it. But no, like yeah, that's it.
You mentioned the Roblox situation before we started recording. If you wanted to expand on that, even though there's nothing new, but you want to talk about it.
Yeah, like I said, I think because like I said, we sort of get to the shit late. So uh
Yeah.
yeah, so the free schlep situation, if you don't know what's going on with that, it's crazy stuff with Roblox banning this popular Roblox streamer who catches predators on their site or whatever, they banned him and called him a quote unquote vigilante, so so that's what's been happening with him. That's what's been happening with Roblox in general. They've been in obviously some big freaking hot water. Their stock dropped by like 12 billion dollars or some shit. There's so many fucking companies, countries, and all that shit, like kind of trying to sue him or sue them, not Schlepp, sue Roblox. Like, we got, I think it's one of Louisiana, I think, is suing now. I don't know. Like, I'm so fucking tired right now. And then we have there's like a whole fucking country suing them or whatever, and it's like their biggest source of players or whatever. I forget what it is, but it's like their biggest source of players, and they're suing them, trying to get them to also kind of be more strict on their children safety acts or whatever, their policies around that and all that. Which honestly, I don't blame them, because Roblox is, scummy.
I
But
wanna add on to the Roblox thing quickly. Today, well, I don't know. I think it was today. With the whole Charlie Kirk thing, not gonna expand into it, but like his name, there was a Roblox game made about him, and they didn't know about it, and then people brought it up to them, and then they immediately got rid of it. And it's just like they quick to get rid of that, but they're sending up business for the wrong things.
yeah, but they did kind of, like, to speak on that as well. Like, as soon as all this shit was happening with Schlepp, they started banning certain games that have been on the platform for years, that people have been like, "Yo, get this fucking game out of here," Uh, once they started getting more eyes on them and this whole situation, they started deleting more games like that. So there's something fishy. Uh, but with that, with the whole Schlepp things, you got Law by Mike coming up in here. If you know who that is, he's a pretty fucking big YouTube lawyer or whatever. So he's coming on there to help Schlepp and try to get more people that have been victimized or whatever to come forward and also sue Roblox. They're also Schlepp is teaming up with Chris Hansen, and they are putting together a whole documentary style video or whatever uh, against Roblox. So that's gonna be crazy.
Crazy,
And
crazy, crazy.
then I guess we'll kind of see and like wait and see like what happens with all that soon as well. So hopefully it actually goes Schlepp's way, and we can get Roblox to start implementing more protections and stuff. Are they probably gonna get zooted off the fucking face of the planet?
It should definitely go his way. To be honest, like everything is in his favor. There's no way he loses.
I hope so. I hope so. Like, I'm 90% sure that it's gonna go Schlepp's way. So
Yeah, yeah. I believe that's everything that we said we were going to talk about.
I had one thing
What?
to add on for sort of the comic book side of stuff.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
so like I said, not to get into it because I don't want to get into the whole politics side of things, but uh, with all the stuff that happened down with Charlie Kirk or whatever, uh, there was a comic book that came out about Red Hood. I don't think Psych knows who that is.
Well, I know about your fan film for it.
But Red Hood, he they dropped a comic. The writer, I think, is who it was. Said some stuff about some crazy stuff about the death. And like I said, we're not gonna get into that. And it prompted DC to fucking fire that person and fully canceled the series that just dropped like yesterday. Like the first issue dropped yesterday, and it's already canceled. The person got fired. It's honestly good on DC for
Honestly,
that.
yeah, based. And added on to that, you know the game Ghost of Yotei. I think that's the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. The studio who made that, there's a guy who works for them, and he's also said some fucking crazy shit about his death too, and he got fired from the fucking studio.
Damn.
Yeah. So free speech isn't exactly free speech, but like obviously like it's just a bit messy, bro. Like just I don't know, man. Freedom of speech is one thing, but obviously
Like when you
there's a
start
difference
getting like,
between freedom of speech and hate speech, obviously.
oh well,
What were you gonna say?
crazy times we live in.
Yes, and it's not gonna get any better. It seems
Insane.
like.
All right. I think we've said all we could. So
Yeah, I think that's everything. It's pretty quiet at the moment in the gaming world, which is pretty sad, but it's just how it goes, I suppose.
indubitably.
All right, well, let's end it off before it's more awkward. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed listening, watching, viewing, subscribing, whatever the fuck. It's okay if you hate us for our takes. It's okay to have an opinion. Just remember that. It's okay to be human. Anyway, we will see you in the next one. I want to say gaming, but I have no idea when that's happening. Peace.